from an undisclosed location in North America. You're watching Card to Card. And this episode, we are going back to the native set of MetaZoo, first edition. This is the story of Chipiapoos, the ghost rabbit. And here is the artwork there by Michael Peckham. He did the artwork there. Very colorful. Interesting. Got kind of a evil looking rabbit there standing on something like a brain with a tail. Not sure what that is. But what in the world is a Chipiapoos, the ghost rabbit? Now, this native set is very cool. The artwork is the best of all the TCG sets they've put out so far, I think, from MetaZoo. And this one, there's a lot of real interesting lore from the Native Americans in this set. So it's a really cool set. Just not a lot of real famous cryptids in it, but it's fun to kind of learn about them. So Chipiapoos, of course, we just talked about. He's a Native American legendary creature. He is also known as Chipiapoos or Chipiapoos. So he has different names in different tribe stories. He is frequently described to be in the form of a rabbit, as we see here depicted, but is sometimes he takes the form of a wolf. So Chipiapoos, he is the beloved brother of Nanabozo, a culture type hero in Native American lore. And in many of the stories, the brothers are twins. Some of the stories tell that Chipiapoos is a younger, and some say that he's adopted. But almost always, he's the brother of Nanabozo. So this fun family story takes a terrible, tragic turn as Chipiapoos is actually murdered by water panthers. And this sparks an incredibly violent chain of events which eventually triggers the destruction of the earth itself in a global flood. And that got me thinking, most people have heard about the biblical flood account, and, there's a lot of people that are very skeptical that this ever happened or that it's true. I believe it actually did occur. And if you look into ancient folklore all across the world of different peoples and cultures, there are many legendary stories all over the earth of an ancient destruction of the earth by a flood, which I think this is very strong evidence that this flood actually did occur in our Earth's history. But that's like a little side note there. So back to this story of Chipiapoos. So that this global flood happened, destroyed the earth. Nanabozo eventually accepted the fact that nothing could bring his brother Chipiapoos back from the dead, and Chipiapoos would actually become the ruler of the underworld. And again, when most people that I know think of a ruler of the underworld, they think of like a devil or something like this, like an evil being. But Chipiapoos is not described as a devil, evil entity, but he's actually good and kind who takes care of the land of the dead. So he kind of like takes care of the place. So, with these Native American legendary creatures that we see in this set of Native, we like to hear the actual stories about them. And we actually have a video here about Chipiapoos. I think they actually refer to him as Chipiapoos. I can't remember exactly how they pronounce it, but that's one of the other names that Chipiapoos is referred to. So let's go ahead and roll that.
So, in many stories, they all say that Chipiapoos was the beloved brother of the cultured hero Nanabozo, who they were both brothers. Some say they were twins. Others say that Chipiapoos was the younger brother of Nanabozo, and others say that Chipiapoos was adopted by Nanabozo. So yeah, but either way, they were brothers, either by blood or by spiritually, which is kind of makes sense since Chipiapoos' name, which means ghost rabbit, also kind of like is similar to Nanabozo's name, which translates to rabbit. So it was kind of a special bond, I think. But yeah, few more, I guess, stories later, Nanabozo and Chipiapoos were fishing in the lakes, and it was kind of calm until a water spirit came out of nowhere and attacked both of them. And either that spirit was the water panther or the horned serpent. It varies story to story, but the water spirit grabbed Chipiapoos and plunged him down to the depths of the lake. And the spirit murdered Chipiapoos. And this caused violent chains of events that Nanabozo was fighting the spirit, that it caused, small story short, it caused it like the flood on Earth. But after the events, when Nanabozo defeated the water spirit, he accepted that his brother could not be brought back to life. And he was sad, but he had to accept it. And the Great Spirit saw how Nanabozo fought that spirit, and he wanted his brother to come back to him. So, as kind of like a gift or a reward to Nanabozo, since he was kind of a spirit, he made Chipiapoos the spirit of death, because Chipiapoos is, well, I don't know if he was the first, but he was a very important person to Nanabozo, and he experienced death in a very gruesome way. So this kind of makes sense of why the Great Spirit made him the spirit of death.
Okay, so that was a longer video than what we're used to on this channel, but kind of talks about what we talked about and goes more into the story of what happened, this tragic occurrence of the murder of Chipiapoos. So this is part of the video where we take a closer look at the art. I do think they kind of make Chipiapoos look evil with those eyes. Maybe this is just Mezu's way of incorporating this creature into a card game. And I have no idea what this is all about down here. This brain-looking thing with the tail. The origin Ojibwe. I do remember seeing that. And this is a Canadian tribe that this originates. So the flavor text down here. Chipiapoos from Ojibwe. He is the son of a human mother and a spirit father, and he enjoys giving vision quests to humans, but also causing lots of mischief. So he kind of takes on in the game of Mezu, kind of a mischievous spirit. But we just heard the stories of Chipiapoos, that he is actually like a good creature that takes care of the underworld. So, you know, Nezu can do what they want with their game, and it's kind of a cool, definitely a throwback to the Ghost Rabbit that he's referred to as. I don't have any idea what this is down here, but pretty cool. So next time you are maybe at a lake or something going fishing with your buddy, you definitely want to keep an eye out for water panthers and whatever the other thing that was that attacked Chipiapoos. But also, if you die, no, I'm just kidding. No, maybe if you see a white rabbit somewhere, maybe just think about Chipiapoos for a second. Keep your eye out.